Welcome to Full Spectrum. I'm Zach, and let's begin. Ukraine's military intelligence chief has warned that Russia risks losing its ambitions for global leadership if it does not exit the war in Ukraine by 2026. In a recent interview, he claimed that the Kremlin is aware of this looming deadline and may be seeking a temporary peace deal to regroup and rebuild its strength. His comments come as President Donald Trump pushes for a mediated settlement between Ukraine and Russia. If Moscow fails to withdraw, the intelligence chief argues that it will be relegated to a mere regional power, something Russia's leadership finds unacceptable. Despite initially circumventing the Western sanctions, Russia's economy is showing signs of strain. Inflation, labor shortages, and soaring interest rates that are largely driven by military spending. All of these are taking a toll, and he pointed out that Russia is running into critical technology shortages, particularly for industries like Arctic development and energy production. All of this that could stifle long-term growth. While oil, gas, and precious metals have helped stabilize the economy, the prolonged cost of war is preventing Moscow from investing in its future. Budanov previously estimated that Russia's ability to sustain the war could last until 2025 or 2026, though his predictions have not always been accurate. What remains clear is that Russia's continued aggression comes at a cost, and its global standing hangs in the balance. Texas is set to become a major hub for advanced nuclear power as Last Energy, a Washington, D.C.-based nuclear technology startup, announces plans to deploy 30 microreactors in Haskell County. The company is responding to the surging demands of data centers, particularly those fueling the artificial intelligence boom. With a 200-acre site earmarked for development, Last Energy aims to provide a scalable, flexible, and carbon-free solution to meet Texas's growing power needs. The firm has already applied for a grid connection with ERCOT and is preparing to file for a permit with the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Microreactors, which are smaller and more adaptable than traditional nuclear plants, offer a promising solution to Texas's energy challenges. As the state experiences a data center explosion with over 300 facilities currently operating, most concentrated in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, concerns about grid reliability have grown. The Texas energy grid has faced scrutiny due to vulnerabilities exposed during extreme weather events, making nuclear power an attractive alternative. Last Energy's CEO has emphasized that nuclear energy remains the most efficient way to meet Texas's demand, and microreactors provide a fast and scalable approach to deployment. Governor Greg Abbott has welcomed the initiative, reinforcing his push to make Texas the leader in advanced nuclear technology. He called for the state to embrace a nuclear power renaissance to solidify its reputation as the energy capital of the U.S. While nuclear power has faced domestic hurdles due to cost and safety concerns, it has thrived in international markets like Asia and is seeing renewed interest in the U.S. The Trump administration has announced a major shift in White House press operations, taking direct control of the daily press pool and sidelining the White House Correspondents Association from its long-standing role in managing media access. Press Secretary framed the decision as a necessary modernization, arguing that a small group of D.C. journalists should no longer have a monopoly over White House coverage. While the 5 major television networks, which are ABC, CBS, CNN, Fox News, and the NBC, will retain their spots, the administration will now determine which outlets gain access, promising to include new voices that have previously been excluded. This move follows a legal victory for the White House after a judge denied the Associated Press's bid to regain access to the press pool, which it had lost after refusing to adopt Trump's renaming of the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America in its style book. This decision has sparked outrage from legacy media outlets, with WHCA President Eugene Daniels calling it a threat to press independence. Critics argue that allowing the government to choose which journalists cover the president undermines a free press, while supporters see it as a necessary correction to bias within the mainstream media. Despite the backlash, the Trump administration insists that the change will create a more diverse and representative press corps, reflecting the media landscape of 2025 rather than past decades. The White House has assured that legacy outlets will still participate, but will no longer have exclusive control. While it remains to be seen how drastically this will alter White House coverage, the move signals a broader effort by Trump to reshape media access and challenge the influence of traditional news organizations. Residents and business owners near the soon-to-open billion-dollar Gaylord Pacific Resort in Chula Vista are raising alarms over an expanding homeless encampment that has led to increased crime, sanitation concerns, and utility theft. Located between I-5 and Bay Boulevard, the encampment has reportedly grown worse in recent years, with drone footage revealing a chaotic sprawl of tents, debris, and makeshift shelters. Longtime workers in the area, like Tony Schwartz, describe daily disruptions, break-ins, and drug-related activity, adding to the frustrations over local officials' slow response. Among the most serious complaints are reports that encampment residents are illegally tapping into water and electricity sources, disrupting nearby businesses, including a dialysis center. Schwartz has recounted instances where tampering with water mains shut down service to businesses, posing serious risks to both the employees and the customers. This area, which falls under Caltrans jurisdiction, has become littered with trash, discarded alcohol bottles, and even Narcan boxes, further highlighting the health and safety concerns plaguing the community there. Local authorities, including Chula Vista Police and the city's homeless outreach team, claim that they are fully aware of the situation and are working on a plan to clear the area before the Gaylord Pacific Resort opens in May. However, residents like Schwartz feel their repeated pleas for action have been ignored, with public frustration mounting, and the growing encampment underscores a larger issue facing all California cities: how to balance the compassion for the homeless with the need to maintain public safety, maintain business operations, and maintain community well-being. The CEO of Whole Foods, Jason Buchel, is warning Americans that supply chain disruptions caused by extreme weather and climate-related events will soon make it impossible to source certain food products. In an interview at the Food Tank Food Summit, Buchel pointed to a recent shortage of eggs and dairy as a preview of what's to come, explaining that erratic weather patterns are putting farmers in more and more of a difficult position, with more than 60% of farmers reporting significant revenue loss due to climate-related challenges. Many are even questioning whether they can continue in the farming industry, while grocery stores have been able to supplement supply shortages by sourcing from other countries. Buchel cautioned that this won't always be a viable solution. Thank you everyone for watching this video of Full Spectrum News. I hope to see you again in the next one, and stay safe.